Welcome back to Travel Matters. My name is Palabo and I'm here with Rick Calvert, and this is part 2 of our conversation with Marty Schwartz from Marty Music. If you haven't heard part 1 yet, you should go back and listen to that one first, because this conversation starts exactly where we left off last Friday. Marty spent about 2 decades teaching guitar online and building an audience that today is close to 5 million YouTube subscribers. But as we heard last week, none of this was some carefully mapped out master plan.
When you're at the beginning of something, you don't even know what you have.
Yes.
Right? You don't know the YouTubers were going to be the new rock star that kids wanted to be.
We talked about how he built Marty Music from scratch, the importance of marketing, getting paid for brand collaborations instead of simply accepting free stuff, and even how a hat became a part of his personal brand.
All the comments were like, where's the guy in the hat? We want to see that guy in the hat again, bring him back. That lesson was great.
But towards the end of part 1, Marty casually mentioned something that stopped me in my tracks.
Other than Slash knowing me.
Yeah, Slash from Guns N' Roses. So naturally, we had to dig a little bit deeper. And that's exactly where we continue. Welcome to Travel Matters, episode 70, with Marty from Marty Music.
Here are your hosts, the radio vagabond, Palabo, and T-Beck CEO, Rick Calvert.
So Slash was obviously a guitar legend and one of your heroes.
Yes.
And he recognized you.
He did. Well, I'll tell that story too, but which always, whenever I tell it, I feel like I'm lying, but I know it was true.
I know.
I have a picture to prove it, but it was really
I'm
true.
sure Slash would back you up.
No, he would. Yeah. We've connected one time since then, but no, I went into Carter's Vintage Guitars in Nashville just because I love it. Had no idea, and they have a little wall of famous people
who bought
that
a
are in
guitar
there and
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I go in there one day, and my picture's on the wall. And I didn't know. No one told me. They didn't tell me.
Nobody paid you?
No, I don't care about that.
No, it's just an honor to be on that wall with these other people in there that are all shredders.
You're not on it?
I'm not on it.
The best.
Definitely
I
not.
mean, that was, especially that I didn't know. I went in one day, I was like nearby. I was in the area. I was like, I'm going to go to Carter's, check it out. And I was like, holy blank. Oh my God. And it was just the most, oh, wow. Okay. This is real. I really did do something, because I just live day to day.
Yeah, you're validated.
I grind. So I'm like, what do I have to do today?
Again, what people don't realize who aren't a creator, it's a lonely job. And that's one of the things about T-Bex and, other things where where other people have the same struggle you have.
Yes. I enjoy, got off the plane here in Richmond and immediately someone came up and asked me to sign their hat. That's the reminder, because I'm usually doing all that stuff alone.
Yeah.
No one's laughing at the joke.
Yeah.
No one's clapping when I finish the guitar solo. It's crickets,
Yeah.
And so when someone quotes back one of my jokes or is just wants me to sign something of theirs, it's crazy.
Back to the guitar store, Slash walks through the door.
Yeah.
Callie wants to tell the Slash story.
Do you, so you like Guns N' Roses and Slash?
Oh, yeah.
Slash has no reason to learn anything from me. He is an amazing guitar player.
Millionaire, mega rock star.
Probably underrated as a guitar player because of how melodic and memorable his solos were.
Yeah,
he's
hooky,
hooky.
Riff related. Yeah, he's not just shredding.
Dude,
not Yngwie
just
guy.
The greatest, most iconic guitar player current.
Biggest band in the world for a pretty good chunk of time.
Yeah. Nothing I could teach Slash, nothing. Right. So I just want to start with that. 2, he is definitely one of my heroes. I saw Guns N' Roses' original lineup in LA at the Forum when I was 16, and I did not even play guitar yet. Had no idea that I was going to be a guitar player, much less someone that other people would know, much less that Slash would know. So I saw them at the peak of their fame and of my worshiping of them as
when
worshiping.
Axl was a badass singer.
Yeah, he was in the Kilt.
Yeah.
It was like, here's a new song off her album that's not out yet called November Rain. They're out that second.
And people are dying.
The follow-up album was not out yet, but had been recorded.
Yeah.
I mean, so it was just like peak Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
And it hadn't fallen apart yet either. So they were like peak power. Forum, LA, where the Lakers play, Los Angeles. I saw them. It was loud. So just to, give you that backstory. But anyway, working with Gibson, Slash is known for playing the Les Paul.
Iconic.
Gibson Les Paul was famous, iconic guitar. Yeah. I mean, he keeps the lights on at Gibson.
Yeah.
They owe him a lot too. So I have a working relationship with Gibson. Slash is definitely their number one guy they've got that they work with. But I have had a great work. I'm more in the trenches with Gibson doing stuff for them. They did this little documentary where they just interviewed all these different people about working with Gibson.
Yeah. What do you like about their guitars?
They'd be like, hey, we got this 20-minute slot at Gibson from this to this time. Want you to come in. Hey, it'll be really easy. You just talk about, softball questions about working with Gibson. Sure, no problem. So I go there. I do the segment. Don't think anything of it. I'm honored to be part of it. They go, all right, we got to clear this place out. We got the next guy coming in. Thank you, everybody.
Beat it, Marty.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. I'm totally off guard. My guard is not up. So I go to the door and I open the door of the studio to leave, and it's just perfect timing. He is standing on the other side of the door about to walk in. I just open the door and we're just in the threshold.
Face to face.
Hat to hat.
Hat to hat.
Because he's also a famous hat wearing guy.
Hat. See, that's the thing. Anyone else wears a top hat and they're like, who's the idiot with the top hat? Yeah. But it's like Slash. You're like, oh, it's Slash. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we're standing there face to face and I'm completely starstruck. It takes a lot for me and I'm completely starstruck. But he goes, whoa, Marty, cool, man. What's up, man? And I was like, dude, it's so nice to meet you. Oh my God. And he was like, yeah, man, great, dude. I got some of your stuff saved on my computer, man. It's fucking great, man. And what had happened was he had just made a blues cover album. And so what had happened was he had just was doing a deep dive into blues. He was already obviously an amazing guitar player, but there was just a few little technique concepts that he just grabbed onto that he just dug, and he was still a student, just like we all should be.
We all are forever.
Right. So he just was there was a couple of these cool blues things you did, man. I saved them on my computer. It was fucking great. I loved it. It's so cool. And he was like, yeah, it's really cool when you watch someone a lot and you see them in person. This is so great. And I was just thinking to myself, wow. This is the most amazing day of my life, really. Here's a little anecdote about that day. Earlier that day, I was home getting ready to go to the shoot. I remember it very well. I got out of the shower and was kind of putting my clothes on, getting ready to be on camera at Gibson. My phone rings and it was Howard Stern.
Called you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Were they punking you or what?
No,
was going on?
Had gotten obsessed with learning guitar.
Oh. No. So he was being photographer, painter, guitar player.
Okay. Guitar's the new obsession.
Okay.
For maybe 3 years now, 4 years.
Again, we're of the generation when we listened to Howard, when it was really edgy.
Me
totally.
Too.
Yeah. He had mentioned me on his show, maybe 3 or 4 times in the last 2 weeks leading up to it. Yeah. So I was people were immediately reaching out to me dude, Howard Stern just mentioned you, so I knew about it. And I had a friend, there's a guy named Steve Brandano who works on the show, and he'll be on the show.
Yeah. One of the engineer, producer guys.
Producer guy. Yeah. So I was in touch with him because he plays guitar, and I had just maybe a week earlier been hey, Howard mentioned me on the air. That was amazing. Just if he needs anything, I don't need.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I don't need shout outs. I don't care. Please, I'm not asking for anything. But if he needs anything, let me know. And so he was like, oh yeah, I'll hit you up or whatever. And he had my number, so I got this a call from a New York number, and I was like, oh, New York. I know some people. It didn't say spam.
Yeah, unknown number.
Yeah, Marty, it's Howard. Howard Stern, hey, man, your stuff's so great. I've been learning a lot. I just want to, And so we talked for an hour. And I was in a kind of daze on my way to Gibson because I had just talked to Howard Stern for an hour.
It's a pretty good day, Marty.
Yeah, no, I know. It was when you made it, when, but that's really true. And the fun part was I felt so comfortable talking. You know, he's really good at making you feel comfortable. But I felt so good after that. Then I went to Gibson.
If he likes you.
Right. Well, he was watching, learning from me.
When he's mad at you.
Yeah, I know.
He's the worst enemy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So then I went to Gibson and I meet Slash and I get my picture with him. And I felt so comfortable about that hour conversation with Slash that, like, once I left Gibson, I texted Howard a picture of me and Slash. I was like, hey, man, not a bad day. I was talking to Howard Stern and me and Slash, and Howard texted right back. He's like, oh my God, that's so great. Is that the Gibson Garage in Nashville? I want to go to Nashville. Like, you know, he's like
now Howard wants to check out guitars.
He's like a deep diver into things.
All those years when he was interviewing rock stars and shit, he didn't know anything about music, you know, about instruments, how they work, technical and all that. And now he's geeking out on it.
Yeah. So, but he has a teacher. So, like, he didn't want to disrespect his private guitar teacher. And so, you know, I'm not like taking any credit or anything, but he just wanted, I mean, because I do interviews too, and that was the best compliment ever. He said I was really good at interviewing. It was amazing. And then, but he was like, hey, this is what I'm studying.
I mean, that is he said, you're a good interviewer of other people.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the best interviewers ever.
And but he was like, this is what I'm doing with my guitar teacher. Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. I mean,
you're on the right path.
Yeah. I mean, so I didn't teach him or anything, but it was just really, really flattering. And, you know, I just had really cool adventures. I taught the Wolf of Wall Street recently, the real guy.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan Belfort.
He's an interesting guy.
And I taught Jason Statham, the British movie action star.
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah, really sweet guy. Really good student. Probably wouldn't surprise you. Someone like that. Like,
he works hard.
Focused, hardworking guy. Discipline, fit, you know, the whole thing. So that was cool. And I've taught athletes and, you know, those are just like little side quests that I never know when they're going to pop up that are like always fun for a good story.
Yeah. When was the first time on YouTube when you're like, whoa, this is a thing. Like, this could be my job. I know you had some intent on that when you started, but when you were like, you know what? This is working now.
Yeah, it was interesting because it's so long ago now, but I feel like I was grinding for at least a year because it was just so fun to like be getting these views, but I wasn't making any money. And then, but what I was doing was, because it was getting big, I was getting people to reach out and ask for private lessons. So I was actually converting. It's like the oldest version of like converting an audience. I was doing one at a time. Yeah. Like people, like sometimes someone would be kind of like a wealthy businessman and they knew that I was in San Diego. And so sometimes there'd just be someone in San Diego. They'd just be like, I love these videos. Do you do private lessons? And I'd act like I don't know, man, I'm super busy. It's going to cost you. And, you know, because I was, you know,
got to pay the rent.
Yeah. I was super busy too. And I knew something was coming, but I didn't know how and what. And I did learn to get emails right away. So I exchanged, I made my own like chord and scale book and basically had people give their email to get the chord and scale book. And then I just kind of didn't do anything with it for a while. And then eventually I made my own DVDs on like how to play beginner guitar,
so
how to play blues.
DVDs to people.
Yeah. And then eventually it was a fulfillment house.
Yeah.
Then eventually it went digital. And then eventually, you know, you have a membership site. You know, you start learning, like, you know, and you see other people doing stuff. It might not be in guitar. You know, obviously I'm not the only guy to be teaching guitar on the internet.
Yeah, just if not the first, one of the first.
I'll tell you this. I made the most videos, like, during that time. I wasn't out to get anybody. Like, I had no enemies.
Yeah.
I didn't, like, hate anyone.
Again, that's a pretty typical creator attitude.
Yeah.
That, you know, we can all be fans of each other.
Yeah.
Right?
But I was like, no one's going to make more videos than me.
Yeah.
And I had...
You've done 4,400 videos?
I've made more than you can count, but, I mean, I'm sure I've made over 10,000 videos. And see, the other thing, there's, like, shorts, which I release a short every day.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's so hard to, like, have the exact number, but I'm sure it's over 4,000 long-form song tutorials.
Yeah.
And then I've made hundreds of hours of courses on my website, which are not songs, but
I take it you don't edit them yourself.
At least the first 10 years, I edited every single thing.
Yeah.
In fact, the first 8 years, that first run, I shot it myself. I edited it myself. I uploaded it myself. I did every single aspect. And then at least the first 2 years of Marty Music, I edited and uploaded everything, did every single thing. And then eventually outsourced it. And I was like, oh, I should have done this sooner.
Yeah.
I was like, you're like it's like that control. You just feel like someone's not going to do as good, not know how to do it.
Well, you start obviously because you have to.
Right. And you should. You should learn how everything, man, here's general advice, which could mean anything. Be very wary when someone says, I got it. You just do this part. I'll do this part. Do not let that happen. You let someone do the work, but you need to know exactly. Don't just like let go of like, you need to know really detailed.
Yeah, technically how it works.
Don't like relinquish power.
Control.
Or like, I'll handle the money. You make the videos. Like, do never do that. Like, you need to really keep your eye on everything. Even if you had someone you really love and trust that you're working with, it's not because they're going to do something wrong. It's because it's, it takes your full focus to be as successful as you want to be. And it doesn't matter. No one cares as much as you.
Yep.
So one final question for the travel content creators who wants to grow their YouTube channel.
I'm thinking about getting into this,
It's pretty fun, bro.
Because I want to travel more. I've worked so hard. I'm like ready to like do some of this. So please go.
Yeah, so for the travel content creators who want to grow their YouTube channel, what's the one thing that they should stop doing? And what's the one thing that they should start doing tomorrow?
Ooh. Well, I'll start with what they should do. Definitely psychologically prioritize getting people's emails.
Again, same thing that I've been saying for 20 years, Pally.
In fact, I have a little brain trick for that. I said it in the talk. Just imagine that every email is $100. And you would think about it very differently, right? Because what's 1,000 emails? It would be $100,000. Now it's not. But one of those, I have one email of those emails, right? So a lot of the emails are worth nothing, right? They never open or whatever, right?
80-20 rule.
But, like, let's say my top paying customer at martymusic.com, they peak out. Well, I have like this top tier where they can take one private lesson with me for $500, right? So like one of those emails that I got has given me over $10,000, right? A lot of them have given me nothing. So if you all just average it all out, because there's influence involved too. Like if you want a call to action, if you just want someone to watch something you made that you're really proud of, like maybe one of those emails is just, they're never going to pay you anything. They're going to be an eyeball, a view on one of your videos. It's just really the psychological prioritization of getting people's emails, because now you own that audience off platform. Okay, so maybe that could be what to stop doing. Stop relying on the platform for your success. It's important, it's so important, but stop relying on that as the be all end all, because the last year I pivoted and I used to spend 80% of my energy on the success on the platforms. And instead, I now have 80% of my energy on my platform, martymusic.com. And I'm having the best year of my career, basically, by doing that. And if you only looked at me on the platforms, you would think I was kind of like taking a step back.
Yeah.
When in reality, I'm actually doing better, but it's because I built an audience over 20 years.
Every successful person in the room here will say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That getting people off of those social platforms onto your own, your email list, your website, whatever, the thing that you own, your membership site.
Yeah.
That is where you're going to be the most successful.
But what you should do, okay, so what you should not do is don't rely on the platform for everything. Use it. It's super important, obviously. It's the distribution of your content, but don't rely on it for your success. And what you should do is be consistent, whatever that means. Like that, if you're able to make 4 high quality videos a week, make 4 a week, no matter what. If you can only make 2, then make 2, but don't like, oh, I had a busy month and I didn't do anything this month.
People forget you and they move on to other things.
Yeah, that's just my experience. I've seen other people not agree with that.
Yeah.
But I'm just going with like my own experience.
Yep.
And it's worked pretty well so far.
It has. I can't believe it. I remember when I started, I was like, yeah, I don't know. This could be like maybe the next 6 months. This is some weird new thing. And, never knowing 20 years later, I'd be still here. Yeah. You know.
Marty,
thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
This episode of Travel Matters was hosted by T-Beck CEO Rick Calvert and produced by radioguru.co.uk.